Hello YouTube, Twitch, I say hello to YouTube. We are back with more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. It's been a while. Last time, we got one of the most disturbing cutscenes of all time, and I'm not even talking about Kyoko dying. You all know what I'm talking about. I'm not even gonna say it. But it was all a dream, and Makoto was instead sent to his death. But with the help of Alter Ego, we survived, and now we're just in one big dumpster. Anyways, if you join us, we go live on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Link in the description. That's about it. Let's get into it. All right. We're in the trash. That's a rocket in a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Or think about it a lot. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. Good observation. Nothing gets past this guy. Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Who knows? Let's get out of here. Oh, but there's a key. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. Rattle, rattle. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I better make myself comfortable. I just had to look around for some food. Oh, okay. Dumpster diving for a snack. Love it. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides, but that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was sit down and die. Go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed, and all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. We're falling right out of the sky! However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign, not exactly. It was Toko? A bomb. What the hell? More trash? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. Oh, it is more trash. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? I don't know, let's find out. Some snacks? A blanket? A brand new car? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Honestly, it looks kind of cute on your head. This place smells awful. Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't that obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Oh my god, I love water labeled H2O. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Whew, that really hit the spot. Now, I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not a bad thing to be good at. So what's the plan? Because low-key, unless you jumped down here with a key, now we're kind of both stuck in here, Diva. But Kyoko, why did you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt. Or no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew that you knew, I did nothing to help you.
I...
Abandoned you. She really was just gonna let us die. Which sucks, but like, at the end of the day, better us than her, I guess. She's low-key valid. She kinda is. Better us dying than the Hina ending, 100%. Anything to stop that from happening. I abandon you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. It's okay. She did. And that's fine. No, that's exactly what I did. I'm telling you that I abandoned you, okay? I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However,
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
it's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words,
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. I know. She's like, I'll tell you everything, but first I'll be really vague about it. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
indeed.
That's right. At least I did. Once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. So you forgot. But that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived to the school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted and then I woke up. I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all of that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. Well, in that case, why don't they just choose somebody else to come to the school? Like, if they were so worried about her being the one to, like, break everything with her magic brain power, why would they not just not invite her? So the mastermind just stole them from you.
However,
Mastermind, sure. I don't know if their mind is really that masterful. And it could also mean somehow my memories have been connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind. One of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit of what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because, among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. Okay, I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind. Although I will say, we did have that one really weird vision when I think it was whenever we were sick, where it was like, I have to do what I was meant to do, which is stay in this school forever. Or it was something along those lines. I still have no idea what that was about, but
I understand.
oh yeah, this part. It's literally what I was talking about.
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Gah. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right? It's definitely something. Come on.
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know? Yay! It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think it's just her personality. Okay, Diva, thank you for trusting me. I really appreciate it. So getting out of here... You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability.
I...
My ability? What everyone should have known me for? Who could have seen this one coming? It's not like we literally predicted this from the first 5 seconds of the game. I'm the ultimate detective. Makoto, if you act surprised right now. The ultimate detective?
correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because... Now that's a mic drop. He's my father. What?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains. When Alter Ego told us he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way.
Huh?
Oh?
I...
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on?
I...
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now. Of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
so...
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean, the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion... Thank God, I forgot that she has the super key. Oh my God. I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured that the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there?
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
so...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important and really ominous. All right, Diva, well, loved the chat. Can we get out of the trash room, please? I'd better talk to Kyoko. Didn't we literally just do that?
However,
Of course. Oh, there's more, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. We don't think you did either. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
Anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
indeed.
I stole that kid and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me. Once again, why they decided to throw the ultimate detective into this is whatever, man.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. Good TV, wait, you're so right. For the plot. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations. So now I'm confused about how Mukuro Ikusaba died. Because if they're saying the mastermind can't kill her themselves, did Mukuro break the rules and that's why they decided to kill her? Because if they could just kill Mukuro, then why couldn't they just kill Kyoko?
hey,
There's one thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. What? It could have been you, Makoto. And this is when she stepped in to save us. Oh my god. I love them. This actually might be another Hetchem. I can see it forming. I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean during the night?
I
can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the god of... Are you okay? What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this. Oh,
Anyway,
which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
How many times are they gonna show this? I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So, all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to kill you because they couldn't interfere, right? This is literally what I said too.
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means they're just crazy and they do whatever they feel like. It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. The 17th Peanut! It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy Whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair.
It would seem.
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then, they're,
Indeed.
make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Chapter 5. 100-mile dash. Pain of a junk food junkie. 6 remain. To be continued. And that's where we're gonna end it. Just kidding. Dream Island Rocket. We're almost out of save slots. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. Kind of. But right now,
Anyway,
we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Also, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna have to like stay hidden? There's no way that if Monokuma sees that we're alive, they're gonna be chill with that, you know? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
indeed.
It's a key. We can just call it a key. Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey, Kyoko, can we use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then, click. Yes, it opened. Thank God.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. That sounds intense. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into a tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So,
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Right.
because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society, which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family's creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our soy sauce? It's our source of pride. Pride. So, that explains. Before I came here, Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it, knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? I'm surprised that Makoto thought she wanted to reconnect. But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. F you! What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. Oh, what is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still quite young, so I don't remember exactly, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
However,
but he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But that's not true.
However,
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
so...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that. Makoto, for the love of God.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart and soul? I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. Oh my God, calm down, King. Jesus Christ. So instead, I didn't say anything. I said nothing. Yeah. Makoto's the type to ignore his problematic family members and be like, I can't cut them off. They're my family. So what if they're evil? I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Open the door or I'm gonna throw rocks through your window. Anyway, looks like this is it.
indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. Trapdoorian cameo. The hatch opened with ease, and so... we're free! Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope Peak Academy, and Magakuma surely won't be suspicious of the fact that I'm still alive and try to kill me. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No, thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. So now what? So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then,
Let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
in other words,
I think this is the first time where I haven't really agreed with you, Kyoko. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance cameras. So you're saying, rather than just stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't.
because
Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Shall we go indeed?
Well now.
Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I don't believe it!
But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So, what if I did? What will you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
Making me angry!
So now I gotta punish you again. And this time, I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko?
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh?
I lose?
Hey!
You? Explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. The entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
She is ending him. Oh my god, I love this. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. All right. Don't just say it like that. What is this? A comedy routine? You make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now. But with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
Boom, boom. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
You know she is one, right? If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. Well, low-key I was still scared, but he would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck? And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there, the live studio audience watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Oh my.
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind himself. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? He'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting. Barrett! Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
What's wrong? Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other
Does
words,
that mean you accept?
You guys! If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? I can barely contain myself! Let's have one final grisly showdown.
He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett! But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. You guys! So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries?
That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, I can barely contain myself. Then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school, you guys, then you win. But if you can't do all of that,
We'll all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I can't with these fucking bear jokes, dude.
I remember that, for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And that's a true statement?
You don't have to be suspicious. I said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
Listen,
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go all quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry! I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey! Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
I love the poohoo, dude.
hey,
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Well, that went really well. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Hey, Diva, thanks for that. I really appreciate it. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because,
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So, when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen,
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet, somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so,
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem,
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So, the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that and try to prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group, whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have become a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
I totally forgot she was in this game, dude. So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have the right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least. I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic. I'm such a fucking loser.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
correct.
or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who the real enemy is. All we have to do is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone?
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Right now, we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? And that we shall. Why would they be against us? Loki, I think they'll be on our side. If we could get Byakuya to be on our side, we can get anyone to be on our side. But before we go talk to everyone else, I think we should do some gambling. Bruh. Oh, was that a new one? They all look the same to me at this point. Oh my god, you're right. Hero's gonna think we're a ghost. Are they in their dorms or are they... I feel like they'd be in the dining hall, right? Do we have to introduce ourselves like one by one to everybody? And suddenly, we were greeted with... Skirk, ya foo, Angie, crack off fool's brr. You again? Is he broken?
Whew.
I suppose his emotional instability has reached its limit. Get some said act 61. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wondered what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah,
Is that Makoto?
oh my god, Toko's actually happy to see us. Yay! She doesn't fully hate us. And this is what Byakuya looks like for anybody curious. He low-key doesn't care, but...
You guys!
It There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Aww.
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
What a kind way to greet somebody who you thought was dead.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell? We should probably shower. It's actually not Toko this time, can you believe it?
What the heck?
Yeah, man. That seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Shoot, shoot. Well, that lasted for all of like 5 seconds. And in a flash, my tears dried up. Ugh, you stink. Are you rotten?
I'm telling you.
Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. This smell is so smelly. Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than. What is the correlation between what you're doing right now and what you're saying? Oh, she wins. She's happy because now Byakuyo's probably gonna hate us because we smell, and she was so jealous. She seems happy for some reason. So, what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then, where can we go find new clues? I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say that they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you.
Yo!
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? What the fuck is that guy ever talking about, dude?
Makoto,
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
it's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial. What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course, it's not me. Or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap? Did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the very end of the last trial. You said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it later. So, knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So, our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, We have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But
We've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already that if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh no!
Everyone?
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and the school's mysteries. It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. And if we all work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Well, that's kind of not the confidence we need right now, Kyoko, but... Huh?
I
can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Why not? You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint?
It's a very polarizing approach. I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind is one of us. Then the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... Oh my god! Okay. It all makes sense now. The mastermind is obviously fucking Junko Enoshima. I don't know how she's still alive, but I was like, there's no fucking way this girl is so fucking popular. Watch me sound so stupid right now. It has to be her. There's no way she would be so iconic if she died in the first 5 seconds and that was it. You know? She's dead, but like, what if she's like not dead? I don't know. I don't know how she wouldn't be dead. But if it's one of us, it has to be Junko. This is not based off anything in the game. It's purely based off of me knowing that Junko is iconic and me not understanding how she could have such like a fandom around her if she's literally dead in the first 5 minutes of the game, because I literally forgot she was even in this game, dude. There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro, and you get 16. The mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? What? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
no way.
No, I really cannot see it being any of us. You can't be serious. Wait, we can't... Wait, oh my god, wait, I'm stupid. What if Makoto's the mastermind? Because he was like, my goal is... That could be what the fucking flashback was. Oh my god, am I actually the woat? Did I just cook up nothing and did I burn the entire fucking kitchen? Anyways. But wait, we can't say for sure that that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're the ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. you can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. I mean, we're in a world where literally a alter ego AI exists. Why are we not assuming that that's a possibility? Well, maybe, but still. Is it nighttime? A body?
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but
We can't start the class trial already, right? Like, there's no way it's already getting started.
at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Super exploration time.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Damn. Got a little raspy at the end. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master! Girl, what are you gonna do? He didn't take me with him. As if he ever takes you with him. As if you're not the one following him around all the time.
Hey,
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream, but without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're going off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me. The trio.
you know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. All right. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Hina, it's just you and me then? Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I get... Whatever, man. I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
but
But up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm going off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Oh, I assumed Kyoko already left. I was like, girl, who's left? So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check on.
correct.
Monokuma said that all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in this school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto,
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So, that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Investigation time. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusawa, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the other rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab, the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Oh, that's nice. Good, because I was not going to remember all of that. Makoto, you need to start by taking a shower. That's the real answer. Let's start with the second floor. The dorms of the second floor. Gates open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. That's a lot of... Okay. Anybody under there? Oh. Well, this looks lovely. Can we go in here? No, we can't. Can we go in there? No. Oh! A door! Jesus Christ, dude. What happened? The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. No, that still looks like a bed to me. And we got some money. I opened the door, just a crack, and glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Let's leave. That was a really interesting room. Oh, this is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Wow, what a guy. Nothing? Nothing, all right. Chud, everyone calling Makoto Chud is taking me out. Oh, well that's quite nice. Can't go over there though. All right. A giraffe of some sorts coming out of a locker. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. Ooh, okay. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card reader for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. Oh? So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Dang it! Let's take a look at all of these then. Nope. Is this gonna tell me... Don't make me try all of these. I'll actually lose my mind. I'm not doing this. I refuse. I'm sure we'll come back in here eventually. What's down this hallway? Ooh. Oh, this place looks nice. Wow. What a vibe. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out once more. Huh? A regret? This door here looks suspicious. Oh my god, wait! They got the Hennessy! Fuck! Oh? A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must be the headmaster's. The desk is home to a computer and must have belonged to the headmaster. They left a little coin. Why, thank you. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sort of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
whew,
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. Ooh! Whack him again. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. Oh, the ultimate despair. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake? Or a construction defect or something? Girl, just push it. Push the fucking thing.
So,
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. Oh? You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right. That's not really enough to go on.
it's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have even been his password.
Whew.
When I think about how much time I wasted on this... Jeez. Aw, jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, there's no way I stand a chance. No, wait. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want. Oh, okay. All right, let's do it. To the computer. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, I might have just hurt Kyoko even more. Please be it.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Oh, okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling. And as I finished typing it in, what? That did it! Kyoko, it worked! She doesn't seem too pleased.
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko? Well, let's go in. The fucking oh my god. The fucking photo of baby Kyoko and don't tell me the present's a present for her. Hey Kyoko, I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present, wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. I'd better check out that suspicious present before I do anything. Oh, okay. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But, I mean, we can't not open it. Oh, okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. What? Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? What? It... Girl, she can never be direct. And it's starting to piss me off. Just kidding. We love your vague posting, Queen. Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside, and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. So, this data sucks, dude. I'd be pissed if I got a box full of bones for my birthday. Oh my god, Kyoko, you were right about him. What was in the box? It was bones. Cindy, this is bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. Is that your dad? Please be your dad. That'd be so fucking funny. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his... That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him? Put the pieces together for the love of God, Makoto.
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That body of yours is insane. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Well, that's lame. Now you can't really sever ties with him, at least not to his face. But hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So, that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. Oh, so that's what they meant by that.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words,
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point, she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Oh my god. That's gonna be used in the fucking trial? Jesus. Alright, let's look at the cute little picture, shall we? Huh? This picture. Oh, look at her. She's such a baby. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free from the past, and yet, to now find something like this. So, what do you expect me to do now? Then, I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now, he's abandoned me again. Yeah, fuck you, Dad! You had to go and die! And this time, he even stole my only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? She's kind of funny for that one, even though I literally said the same thing. Kyoko? Deadbeat? Literally, exactly. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
Hey,
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Oh, okay then. I went through each drawer, one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. Oh! He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
now, if...
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it just made him desperate. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to. We've been over this. Just touch the fucking shit, okay?
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because...
Never let anything get in the way of investigation. I don't. Oh, okay. If you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem.
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Perfect, because I know exactly what I want to use this for. Huh? But Kyoko. I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Girl, just take the fucking handbook. Oh my god.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So.
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you... No, girl, it's fine. I think we've looked at everything in here. Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. A game and this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened. What I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later. A part of me really wants the game to... I know this is not going to be the case because I feel like most games are always like family. Part of me wants the game to actually have like the dad be in the wrong and be like a fucked up dad that Kyoko fully cuts out of his life and have just like that be a thing. But I'm pretty sure the game's going to be like, he actually left for a really good reason. He was trying to protect you and then Kyoko's going to forgive her dad. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was Hope's Peak headmaster. I mean, she could dump the bones in the trash. That's kinda good. You're so right. Let's go back inside to tell her that, low-key. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But you were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's the hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 60 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in hopes since the killing began are those 16 students!
15 of us met in the mail hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me. I feel like... Could it be Byakuya too? I'd be shocked if it'd be Byakuya, honestly. It'd be the funniest thing in the entire world if it was Hiro, but... They've already done enough with Togo. I doubt they're gonna make her the ultimate despair. Hina. Not Hina either. And it's definitely not Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then, there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Let's go check the lockers again, shall we, shall we? I took the emergency handbook and ran it across the card reader and beep. All right, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Don't make me check all of them, oh my god. This thing is practically empty. But it's not. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy. Okay, for a second I thought he wasn't gonna take a look. I was like, don't piss me off. It looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must be really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw someone with a familiar writing there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. Is it Kyoko? He was willing to give me some more detail regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Well, this can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. He just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. Excuse me. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us. I didn't get to finish reading it. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Is it more than one person? Don't piss me off. We got something. Ooh! Oh, that's nice. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Oh my god, okay, so it is some sort of like brainwashing memory wipe thing. Everybody here like lived in this school prior, right? Because that was Kyoko's locker. This has to be Hiro's locker, and that's why we have all those photos of people like of all of the previous classmates being together at school. Because they all went to this school. I don't know. We'll figure it out as it goes. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Oh, so Hiro's the only person who can have a crystal ball. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Yasuhiro Hagakure! What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro Hagakure. I mean, that's actually outside the notebook. It's at the bottom on the outside of the... Is this our... The fucking Illuminati eye is killing me. The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had a chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? But the more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems to belong to Hiro? A pocketbook that seems to belong to Kyoko? There has to be some sort of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. What are the other rooms that we need to check? Oh, the headmaster's room. Or actually, that was the headmaster's room, right? The other headmaster's room. Let's investigate. Ooh, nice. Oh, and of course, Byakuya's in here. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Hey, how's it going? Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Yes, please. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78 student roster. Class number 78 student registry? That's not what it says. It contains profiles for all of us, and Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems like Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. Huh? The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. Tell it to me. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Oh, we finally get to see the diva herself! Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats. Close, but just out of reach. What the fuck does that mean? The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair, and I have to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. You think the Ultimate Despair, who also was the Ultimate Soldier, is dangerous? I just can't believe it. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. The ultimate Bob. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all responsible measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But Wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl, perhaps, you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in that file. 5 foot, 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me if she has a nice... Nice. That was a good one, Makoto.
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to that corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile. Oh, and one last thing. Yeah, 5'7" and 97 pounds is crazy. For reference, I'm like 5'8", and last time I weighed myself, I'm like 160. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice? For me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words...
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you trying to say? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you, you nasty little freak. Hey, Byakuya.
I don't have time to play with you.
Oh, okay. God, he's so blunt. Just makes me feel hopeless. I'm out of here. Well, that was a great investigation into the data lab. Dun dun dun. What we got in here? Hina!
Hey, Makoto.
Dude, I'm so happy Hina's one of the characters who made it to the very end, dude. I would not have wanted to experience her death. Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing in here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So, I figured, if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But...
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it. Cause it might explode, right? And that really suck. So, you open it. You got it, Hina. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. No, I think that's what she meant. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. I love how all the women are just like so okay with Makoto dying. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? All right, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. What the hell is this? Oh my goodness. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was...
Huh?
Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Damn. Oh my god, the little Monokuma. Oh my god, and it has its little paws. Oh, this is where Monokuma was having like his little meetings and stuff like that with that, with I guess Sakura.
What the heck?
I mean, every part of this school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but
Just a second.
this place is like #1 gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy. What do we got? What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. Could it be a control panel? It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Ifumi would probably freak out if he saw this. Cockpit? So, the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then, could that mean...
Okay.
All right, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. You do that, Hina. Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. Watch me, but it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh?
Was that the Monokuma sound effect button? Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says data center? Data center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled data center. That must be the one she pushed. But the data center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer for you from here. You got it, Hina. Oh my god, the Monokuma on the floor. I love that. There's some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now, I need to go check out the data center. Is Monokuma gonna be in here? Did I just hear what I think I heard? It's the little guy! Is that Monokuma? Oh my god, we can actually click on him now! Hey! Roar! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Aw, man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote-controlled camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. That's how they control the Monokuma. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Girl, what do you mean what the heck was that just now? You were literally controlling it. Monokuma.
Huh?
Huh? What do you, girl, what do you mean, what do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma?
Oh!
What? For real? Yup, looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Didn't we see Monokuma literally sitting in this room though? Whatever. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words, well, I guess we didn't really see him in this room exactly, but I swear I saw Monokuma like in some sort of like techie room when he was talking to the mole, which I guess now is Sakura, but it could probably just be a different room. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game given 60 participants, all of them high school students, and they'll be able to take a single step and help us killing game again. 60 students! Then, the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Well, girl, that's what everything's pointing towards. Monokuma control room has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay?
I mean...
Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like... You want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all of our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Fantastic. But this little hatch... What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. Oh, wait, what? We can't look at the hatch? Whatever. Whatever. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out and grabbed the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma!
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
Then, that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are.
So, right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
Ooh, I like that one. You're a liar. But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there, and we didn't see anyone.
Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been?
The fucking hatch, huh?
Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
No way. The hatch on the floor?
Too bad. That was your one big chance, and you blew it.
God damn it, dude.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside. Oh. So whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace.
He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most out of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You've got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can do, too. That's the only way forward. Hell yeah. I love seeing everybody so motivated. I really do, I really do. What else is there? Is the garden and, oh, the bio lab. I'm so excited to see what's in here, dude. So hyped. Rawr. Oh. Girl, is that a mortuary? Well, here I am, in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? I was like, we have to look in all of these. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Oh yeah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Oh, okay. Does that mean This biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights, but only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. Oh, the biolab secret. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, a blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... Oh God. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. To do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Let's look inside. Just kidding. Now what is this? Oh, there's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's check the dojo. Toko? What are you doing, Diva? Are you okay? You're not next to Byakuya. Oh, Toko. So this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting? You want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, I would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're going to call me useless, good for nothing. No one's gonna say that. They'll think it, but they won't say it. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Have you tried being normal and maybe brushing your teeth and showering? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm just gonna get going. Why is everything? I don't think there's any clues in here, so maybe I'll just get going. Yeah, I think we should leave. Thank you for that, Toko. You really did a lot to help us, Queen. Let's examine the dead body. Hero in here, I'm assuming, or maybe not. No hero, okay. Wait, the body's gone. Huh? It's gone. Bukuro's body. It's not here. They put it in the fucking plant, didn't they? The Monokuma flower. Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Well, I don't think it's related to the case, so I'd better just keep my distance. Girl, she's in the fucking flower. What do you mean it's not related to the case? Girl was bored and left. You're so right. The chickens ate her. Oh my god. There are still just 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Fair. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed? I'd better check just to be sure. Imagine it is. It's not. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? Oh! But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in there. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I'd better look into it. Huh? I didn't notice before, but there's a small stamp on the corner of the tarp. It says, Biolab. Then this originally came from the biolab. Okay. Ooh, this makes even more sense, right? That, you know, none of us killed them because none of us had access to the biolab. Unless one of us is the ultimate despair, in which case we do have access to the biolab because we have access to everything. Me, when I realized the tarp stamped with biolab comes from the biolab. That's all I really needed to check here. I'm surprised the body was not in the fucking plant, dude. I definitely thought that's what they were leading to. No, 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 no. What the fuck do you mean? I'm not ready!
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best,
Thank
your
God.
generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Okay.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? And to the gym we went. Oh, what's up, Hero? The only one we didn't see. Oh, hey, Hero. Oh, Makoto? Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hiro, wait. There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? I'm really nervous for what Monokuma's gonna tell us. A one-on-one meeting.
I am Monokuma! Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope? I can't get over how good Monokuma's theme is, dude. It's so good. And the lyrics really just speak to me. And it suits him so perfectly too. Like, it really is. They really cooked with it. This must be the envelope. So open it.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Look at this. What can I say? What can I? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. We're the only one that isn't in the photo. What if Mukuro Ikusaba is actually Makoto in drag? Have we considered that? It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Girl, you saw her photo. You know who she is. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba. Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Okay, did I miss him? Is he actually in this photo? No, he's not in here. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean, could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way, standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out.
But
How strange.
I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field.
I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym. Dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? Dang it, now they're all gonna think that I'm the person behind this, because I'm the only one not in the photo. But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear this all up. Oh God, man. Hey! So, I know you're not gonna believe me, but like, trust me, I'm innocent. Yes, I have been having visions that have, you know, maybe indicated that I actually should try to remain in this school, but we can just ignore those, and you just have to believe me that I'm innocent. Oh, Byakuya. He's pissed. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Well, girl, I could come up with one good reason. Oh. She's in the bio lab? I'm nervous. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got it, Toko was eating the dead bodies. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. I don't know what it is. She looks so fucking funny, which always pass the fuck out, dude. I can't. She's so silly. You really can't take her anywhere. Was her passed out again? Huh? Toko? Well, girl, what did you think was gonna happen? She saw a fucking dead body. Well, at least she won't be able to yell at us. Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? I always wondered what this sprite made me think of. She looks like fucking Domo. Anyways, girl, you low-key should have just stayed on the floor. Wah! It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see!
What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there, staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Have you reached that certain age?
Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up. Let's... okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
SOB!
And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. Oh.
Yes!
So it's like double the memory. No. It's more like half. Oh? Interesting. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Becky goes around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes, yes.
By himself? I assume so.
Oh, I'm on fire!
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Ah, I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. I wonder what that reason could be. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut last time I was in here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She's standing there, menacingly. She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why has everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway...
Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it, because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there? That's it? Okay. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this before somewhere. Ah, it's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that tarp had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over here. Nice. Left side refrigerator, but the lights are on. The right-hand side. It would seem that the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9 lights? Biolab lights have been updated to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
Whew.
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back to do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? The mastermind forged that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Geez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. Okay. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then, what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is the other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference?
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they gave.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Okay. Old wounds. It makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. She is so smart. Oh, this diva.
Hey.
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Well, there is. Let me know her height, and I think that's it. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
So...
5'7", 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all of that right? You remember all that? They were indeed consistent with the corpse. Okay, so then...
Indeed.
And don't forget about that Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba's profile.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait, are you not gonna put the body back? Do you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
Whew.
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. Oh! Damn. But she could have abandoned me. But she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then...
Oh! I thought it moved back on its own. I got scared. I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigation, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Oh, yeah. I need to ask her about that pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Kyoko, wait! Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers in the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of those lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook,
I see.
the one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because.
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster. About your father.
What? If that's true.
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about?
I
need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can.
So.
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that is my locker. Your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. Oh, a DVD? And it says Class 78, Urgent Interviews.
So.
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway.
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. I'm so excited to go watch it. Oh my god, interview
Makoto.
DVD? Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Of course!
In other words.
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However.
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So, that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then.
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose hope. Let's go check out this DVD. I'm so excited to see what's inside of here, dude. I should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much.
This is definitely Kyoko's dad, right? Like the headmaster?
Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
I forgot what voice I gave her. Oh my god, it's been so long. I think I just gave her generic girl voice. You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? Oh, okay. I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
We see how that went. As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. Oh my god, is that actually Zhongli's voice actor? That's so funny. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. She did do that, didn't she? So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. It's gonna be everybody? My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Is it me? Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably, me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Yes. Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed to be a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk with him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Yes.
This can't be real. I said, yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
I guess we don't?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you.
Kept that promise so far, kind of.
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated, same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he had asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just a monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What? The heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie. Looks like it broke. Out of service.
What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad. Now then, when it doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
Failure my ass. Makoto, language. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all of that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seems to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... I think so. I think so.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every
to it,
end is
Bearman.
the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Oh, I'm so fucking scared right now. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does this mean you feel prepared? Not at all. Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... He's still not talking to us, huh? Byakuya. Byakuya? He's pissed. They arrived, one after another, but they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Not Hina! You I don't care about as much. Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear.
What the fuck does this even mean? I'm late!
I'm on fire.
Ah, strong silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze.
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
With my sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? Girl,
Whew.
no human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now.
Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This final class trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair, maximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every time. I'm gonna win this game, super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
Ooh, that's a new one.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already.
Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away.
Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. No, Hina! And him. And her, I guess. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. I started making my way toward the opening, step after step toward that gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes, and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later? I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. I'm excited to see what the room looks like now. Industrial. This is the final trial site?
What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate?
Yahoo!
It's the long-awaited last stage, and the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Well then, let's begin.
Let's save that data, shall we? Let's save it. Because yes, it's true. We're gonna be playing it next time.